presenting the B96 Pepsi Jingle Bash.
Ryan, Beatty, thank you so much for coming.
No
We're
problem.
so excited to have you.
I'm super stoked.
Is this your first time in Chicago?
No, I've been here before,
Okay.
but you know, every time I come here, it feels like this city's like amazing. I love it here, so every time I come here, it's awesome. So.
And like you said, it's a little bit warm. It's not too cold for you, so that's good.
Yes, thank goodness it's not snowing.
Not
Actually,
snowing.
you know, I kind of, part of me wishes it was snowing because, like, you know, it's Christmas time. And
It would be appropriate,
so it
right?
would
I
be-
know, I miss the
it
snow
would be
too.
Cool. So,
I want it to snow too.
And it does not snow where I live, so.
LA.
Yeah.
Hey,
LA.
yeah.
You should go on stage and sing it with me tonight.
Would you let me?
For sure.
If you would let me, I would be there in 2 seconds. Now he's laughing. He's not. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Wow.
So tell me about this song and Hey LA, because I mean, doing huge on the charts, everything. Talk about it.
So Hey LA, me and Dayon Alexander, who is someone who I write a lot with, we wrote that song together. It was like last October actually, and so we wrote it and kind of like had an idea for it, but we wanted to make sure that the song was right. And with everything I do, I want to make sure, you know, it's the best as possible. So, so a couple months passed by, worked on a bunch of other songs, and around May, we got the produced version of it, and it just felt like, you know, it was a good time to release it. So we released it around like July, and ever since then it's been amazing. So.
Ever since, and you filmed the video in LA too?
Yes, I filmed the video in a bunch of different places in LA, and the video is really cool. I think it's like, what I love about the video is that it's much different from like, you know, what I expected from the beginning. You know, when me and the director kind of came up with this idea for the video, you know, instantly it like clicked. I was like, this is exactly how I want it to be. So
Yeah. Are you pretty soon gonna do Hey Chicago?
yes, actually,
Yeah?
everywhere I go, I like to, you know, change it up a bit.
Yeah?
I gotta show the city that I'm at, you know, love, because everywhere I go, I try to make it the best as possible. So
Cool. So what has it been like with all the fans and the fame?
it's
Are
been
you used to it?
you know, I'm just myself. You know, it's hard for me to even think, like, you know, the word like fame or famous is like, it doesn't. I don't think of any of this like that. So, but it's still crazy for me to think about, you know, all this stuff that's happened to me, and even being here, it's like such an honor, you know. So,
Cool.
but yeah, I'm so grateful for everyone who supports me. Earlier, I just, like this morning, there was like a bunch of people waiting outside, and so I just went over there and talk to them. It's really cool to, you know, see people out there like waiting, and you know, I'm sure all the other artists are super grateful for that too. So.
And we're glad to have you. Now, finally, I'm sure you get it a lot, the comparison to Justin
Yes.
Bieber. What do you think of that? Do you take it as a
So,
compliment?
I feel like, you know, a lot of, you know, young male singers will get compared to him, you know, because I feel like for this generation, he definitely was like the first, you know, super talented, like started on YouTube. And he kind of like really set that path, I guess, like for this generation. So, and he came around right as social media was blowing up. So I guess like that's kind of where the comparisons go. Is like I started on YouTube and kind of that way. But I feel like our music is completely different, and that's kind of, you know, where it all ends is, you know, we both started on YouTube. So, but I mean, he's incredibly talented, and you know, the fact that he in like, I believe it was September, he like posted a video of him like covering a little bit of my song.
I saw that.
That was crazy. Like that shows like, you know, that he like really, you know, gives back to like artists who are like, you know, rising and like working on their stuff. So the fact that he did that, like, it really meant a lot to me. So
Good. Well, Ryan, so glad to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
No problem.
Are you gonna wear the coat on stage?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you're gonna change into something
Yes, I am.
more sexy. Maybe
Yes,
like
it's gonna be actually. You're gonna be surprised. It's actually this really cool sweater. It's got a gnome on it, actually.
Ooh!
It's a
Can't
Christmas
wait.
sweater.
The gnome sweater. Very excited. Cool, Ryan. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Ryan, yay!